Good evening, students. I am Mrs. Parvati, PGT Physics, Holy Hearts Educational Academy, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. In the last episode, we have done the combination of cell series and parallel. So, in this class, we will do Kirchhoff's law. Before that, let us recall the last episode's lesson. When the cells, n number of cells are connected, each of EMF E, same EMF, and internal resistance small r, same internal resistance for each and every cell, are connected to an external resistance capital R. Then what will happen to the current formula? How do we calculate the current flowing through such type of network? That is, n number of cells are connected, each of EMF E and internal resistance R are connected in series. Then an external resistance R is connected across this combination. Then what will be the expression for current? Right? Similarly for parallel combination also. Right? So for series combination, if n number of cells are connected in series and an external resistance capital R is connected across the combination, then what will be the value of current flowing through the circuit? So here what is the value of n number here? R is connected across the cells. Then total resistance, how much it is? You know, R plus R plus R plus R n times, that is NR, plus an external resistance also we have connected capital R. So total resistance in the circuit is given by NR plus R. And total EMF how much here? NE we have derived already in the last episode. So what is the current formula? Current is equal to total EMF upon total resistance. Total EMF upon total resistance. So I is equal to NE upon NR plus capital R. This is the current flowing through the network. If there are n number of cells connected in series and across that combination capital R external resistance is connected, then the current flowing is NR upon NE upon NR plus R. This is the formula. So if there are m number of cells are there, m identical cells are there, EMF E and small r is the internal resistance, then in parallel across an external resistance capital R, then what will be the total EMF? The total EMF will be E, we have derived already in the last episode, and net internal resistance is given by R by M. How come R by M? Because we know that 1 by R plus 1 by R, how many times? M by R is equal to 1 by R equivalent, that is R equivalent is equal to R by M plus the external resistance is capital R. So the net total resistance is given by R plus R by M, and the total current is given by total EMF upon total resistance E upon R plus R by M. In this way, we have to calculate the current flowing through the circuit here. Now my task is, I will give you a task, you have to solve it here. You take mixed combination we will consider. In mixed combination, m rows you take, m rows, one first row, second row and so on here. Each row consists of n number of cells in series, right? First row, n number of cells. Second row, n number of cells. And third row and so on. How many rows are there? M rows are there, right? And also at last we have connected an external resistance R. Then what will be the expression for current? That we are going to find out. What is the expression for current? Total EMF upon total resistance. Just now. So I will just give you the hint and all. You have to solve this. It is a task for you and you have to solve this. So M rows are there. So what is the total EMF here? How much? NE. The total EMF is NE here. And net internal resistance is NR by M. NR by M. So total, and the total resistance is R plus NR by M. So I is equal to, we write, I is equal to total EMF upon total resistance. That is total EMF is how much here? NE upon total resistance, just now I said R plus NR by M. Take LCM. So we get the answer MNE upon NR plus MR. Draw the diagram for this, is a task for you. N number of cells you take each row, each column, each row n number of cells. There are how many rows are there? M number of rows you draw and an external resistance capital R you connect, then you will get this expression here. This is a task for you and you have to do it, children. Okay. Now we are going to enter into very important topic, that is Kirchhoff's rule. What is Kirchhoff's rules? Kirchhoff's laws. Kirchhoff is the name of scientist. He has given to solve the different electric and electronic circuits. He has given two rules which are very important based on law of conservation of charge and law of conservation of energy. Okay, Kirchhoff rules are of two types. Two rules are there. Number one, we call it as Kirchhoff's current law. It is also called junction rule. It is also called first law. Right? First law, junction law, or current law. Any one you can call it as. So in this class, we are going to study now Kirchhoff's current law. First rule. What is it? Suppose when you connect the circuit, different branches are there, and we are connecting to the cells, different cells and different resistances, capacitors and all here. Okay, and the current is flowing in different branches. And there is a junction, we call it as. At the junction, the algebraic sum of all currents is always 0. That means at the junction, no charge is at rest. The charge is always in motion. Through the junction, the charge is always in motion. It won't be at rest. Okay. So the statement of Kirchhoff's current law is nothing but, here it states that the algebraic sum of the currents meeting at a point, junction, in an electric circuit is always 0. At the junction, no charge is at rest. It is always moving. Currents are flowing. That's it. Okay. So, when the currents are entering the junction, we consider, there is a sign convention. When the currents are entering the junction, we consider it as a positive. When the currents are leaving the junction, we consider as negative. According to law of conservation of charge, when through the junction, whatever may be the quantity of charge entering is equal to quantity of charge leaving the junction. That is nothing but Kirchhoff's current law. It's clear? In short, mathematically we can write, at the junction, sigma I is 0. All currents at the junction, sum of the currents will be 0. That is a statement of Kirchhoff's current law. Okay, so we will study through the circuit here. What is that circuit here? See here. So it states that the algebraic sum of all currents meeting at a point, junction, in electrical circuit is always 0. It is also called junction rule and current law also we call it as, and it obeys law of conservation of charge. Okay, so here consider this is a junction. Green dot is a junction. Here what are the currents flowing through junction? I1 and I2. Got it? And what is the third one? I3 is coming out. 1, 2, 3 points are there. 1 and 2 currents are entering, and through the third point, to the third, the current is coming out here. So according to the Kirchhoff's current law, we write here I1 plus I2. Yes, I told you sign convention. Current entering the junction is positive. Current leaving the junction is negative here. So we write I1 plus I2. These I1 and I2 are entering the junction. Got it? And I3 is leaving the junction. Must be. It must be. We cannot write I3 is towards the junction. It is not. Never it happens practically. So here I1 plus I2 minus I3 is equal to 0, or I1 plus I2 is equal to I3. The current entering through the junction is positive and current leaving the junction is negative, which obeys the law of conservation of charge here. This is Kirchhoff's current law first rule. Now let us solve a numerical based on that. Take this network. Here I1 is 1 ampere, I2 is 2 amperes. They are meeting at point here. I3 is coming out. We don't know. We have to find out that. And again I3, I4, I5, here I6 are the currents at the other junction here. Got it? We have to find out what is the value of X. How much current is coming out of the junction. That I want to find out. It's clear? Okay. So take the first junction. I1 plus I2, how much? 1 ampere plus 2 ampere must be equal to I3. What is I3 then? I3 must be equal to 3 amperes. I3 is 3 amperes. Okay, 3 amperes entering and 4 amperes entering and 3 amperes are coming out. So again, draw this 3 amperes plus 4 amperes minus 3 amperes minus x is equal to 0. Again apply current law here. Sigma I is 0. Okay. So here 4 amperes, 3 amperes plus 4 amperes minus 3 amperes minus x amperes is equal to 0. That is 3 and 3 gets cancelled. 4 amperes is equal to minus x amperes or x is equal to 4 amperes of current. X is equal to 4 amperes. In this way we have to solve this here. So this law is nothing but, remember, sigma I is equal to 0 and apply sign convention. What is sign convention? The current entering the junction is taken as positive, currents leaving the junction as negative. In this way we are able to solve this question here. It's clear, children? Okay. And in the next class we will study in detail the Kirchhoff's voltage law, which is very, very important. Based on that, there are some electrical devices we are going to discuss. So please practice it, Kirchhoff's current law, then we will move to the Kirchhoff's voltage law. See you. Bye bye. Take care.